Look, I got some cool pogs. Elf pogs. Remember Elf? He's back. In pog form.
You traded my soul for pogs?
Oh, I am sorry that it has been a while, and I promise I am working on things to make vlogs happen again, but for now, I was told to show my pog collection, and if you don't know what pogs are, I'm gonna have to show you a little quick thing right there.
Everybody knows he's a driving with time. All the world, and sold separately.
Yeah, so basically pogs are like the 90s equivalent of the pet rock, where just for some reason they decided to make child gambling legal, but like only in the sense that like they take cardboard cutout little circly things and like that's what they had, and sometimes they were like made with plastic and they look kind of cool and they have little designs. It's just a nice little neat little thing and whatnot, and just like I was a big fan of it. And like the thing is too is that like pogs lasted until like till the end of Star Wars Episode 1. And the reason why I know this is because in the mainstream media they advertised heavily at Taco Bell about Star Wars pogs.
Defeat the dark side, collect cool Star Wars game medallions, and you could win cash prizes, even $1 million. Only at KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
And as you can see right here, this is my pog collection. It has a lot of things, and frankly, I don't know where some of these are. Some of it just fell down. That's just rude. Jeez Louise. But yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot of pogs here that we gotta go sorting out. But I do need to just show you the different types of pogs real quick, because there's largely just two. That's it. So see how these are bigger than the usual bit, and they have a nice little thing and whatnot. These are your slammers. This is what we call slammers, and these are your regular pogs right here. They're just regular little pogs. So what you basically do is that you would stack like all these things together here, but like it would be with other people and everything. I'm not sure if I showed y'all and whatnot, and basically you just go wham, and just whatever fell out of the pile. It's like the Squirtle right here. Oh, I didn't really show that, did I? Very well. Let's do a repog. So just gonna it's actually really hard to do. There you go. Boom, right there. So that Squirtle right there that fell down, that's mine now. And then we just restack it, and you just keep slamming it, and people would take turns slamming it and trying to get that together. But see, as the stack keeps sticking together, it's a little bit harder to do. So you have to get kind of like creative with it. So now like that War Turtle's mine on this side. Also, I didn't know I had this. Holy crap. That just shows, huh? That just shows how much. So let me go ahead and get this like all sorted out here with all these little things, because I do have some associated memories with it and whatnot. And there's a lot to go about with these pogs here. But suffice to say, it's a big pog collection. Much bigger than I remember, for sure. Yeah, I honestly did not know I had this much of a pog collection going on. These are all my slammers right here. They're all my slammers. This is just generic filler pog stuff. I'll get more detail about that later, but oh my god, look at all this. Look at all these pogs I have. Where are some of these things? Like, my goodness gracious. Like, I don't remember these at all. I don't remember the Snoopy pogs. I don't. I do remember vaguely the Pokemon pogs. There's a lot of little Pokemon stuff here. And then, of course, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, as per usual. Then we also have the Sonic ones right here. I remember a very big thing that I had to get for that. And then, of course, the Star Wars one that I was talking about. I have a lot less than I thought I did. I thought there was more, but I guess not. I'm genuinely shocked I don't have that many pogs of these, and I'm most surprised about this. I had no idea they made a pog of this. This is just full out 90s. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. But some of these pogs, they're just like full on quality, like legitimately enough. Like, how to say, if your pog has like this in the back, if it has something on the back, it's a high quality pog. If it has something like this, it's not. It was just like made effectively. So like these pogs right here, they have a little bit of weight to them. Like you actually feel that, but like these generic ones right here, not so much. They're just this blank thing right there. I definitely feel like that's a problem with pogs, is that they're just not all of them are created equal, and just like you could tell, like this is like really good. This like feels like a good pog. These do. The Snoopy ones are surprisingly good pog. Like legitimately enough. Also, isn't this weird to see in like the in context pog? Oh, talk about poggers, am I right? Anyway, let's dive deep into this little situation here, because there's a lot to cover. Boy, so I wanted to go ahead and cover these first because they're largely the generic ones. These should not be there. We'll just look at that later because there's a lot. But largely, I generally don't remember where I got any of these things. I would probably say out of all the pogs here, these are my favorite because they have skulls on them and they're holographic, and just like holographic stuff is just so cool. And I love it, and like this one is like a big favorite of mine, if only for the fact that I just found it. But like these are like super high quality. These are like made from like the NFL, and like the top part is definitely feels like really good to like touch and everything. Like it's still really generic, but like they actually like went ahead and just like did stuff. Oh, this one's actually pretty. This is a good pog right here. This one right here is just really good. So are these counterfeit then? Shoot, they might be. I have no idea what this is. International EXP Collector's Edition, but it's pretty cool. Honestly, I do feel like they should bring pogs back. Like, I know that's kind of like a very weird like 90s into like what 2020 nostalgic trend that I feel like is gonna come up soon. But like generally speaking, they were really nice for they were really nice for just basically having it to where you could just like show something that you've been to and just like keep it as like a souvenir. They're just nice little souvenir things that you could just like get and be like, yeah, I saw Captain Cook or whatever the heck. Yeah, I went to go to the Mighty Ducks game in '95. By the way, y'all, I was very obsessed with the Mighty Ducks because of how to say the cartoon show. I'm not sure if y'all all seen that or not, but it's I liked it a lot. It only lasted one season and it wasn't very good, for that simple fact alone, but like it was charming in its own way. Also, y'all remember these? The Burger King Kids Club? My goodness gracious. I mean, generally speaking, I thought I would have more of like these restaurant ones, because like you have to understand that I was super obsessed with pogs as a kid. Like I really was. And I'll get into more details about that later, about how like obsessive things go. But for the most part, it's really nice to see like these little Christmas pogs right here. Oh, Christmas pog, oh, Christmas pog. Let's get a Christmas pog in chat. Like they're nice. Like they're just like a nice little creative little bit here. And just like they look really good. Warehouse Entertainment. Oh my god, do y'all remember Warehouse Entertainment? Because Warehouse was a CD like place you go to like buy CDs effectively, and it was just whew, boy howdy, is that old school. Then you have these little things right here. Oh, they're from McDonald's. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. I did like going to McDonald's as a kid. Whenever I can, whoa, you best believe I get some pogs out of that little trip right there. But as you can see, it's just very generic stuff and whatnot. It's very just bland and just whatever. I'm not sure if this is ominous. Is this the actual OJ? Was OJ 32? Because if so, whew, tropical. Topical. Jeez Louise. But yeah, they're nice little pogs. I have no idea where I got the majority of them, and frankly I could not tell you. And just like there isn't enough to like really cover these, aside from the fact that like, hey, this is kind of neat, it's kind of cool. But yeah, let's move on to the next part of the collection, shan't we? So largely I feel like the majority of these little pogs right here just came from my little pog craze, as it were. And on further inspection of the Knott's Berry stuff, they had a lot more Pogs going on than I thought. This one goes all the way to 89, so I'm having a guess here, a haphazard bit here, that they either had some sort of promotion going on for the time being, or they basically just had it to where, you could just, like, buy these, like, Pog packs or some jazz like that. I would not doubt that one bit. They do look really nice. I actually really like the Knott's Berry Farm one. They remind me of a simpler time, and I definitely went to Knott's Berry Farm a lot more as a kid than, I did with Disneyland in comparison. I know that's kind of sacrilege to some people, but I actually like Knott's way more than Disneyland. I really do. I think Snoopy is a really cute character. Just look at them. You're just like, howdy! They're just super adorable, and I really like Snoopy. Then again, I was probably raised to be a Snoopy kid, because my mom was super into Snoopy growing up, and, whew. Also, this reminds me of the time that I went to, Knott's Scary Farm with my mom. That did not pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out, because, oh boy, I am much more of a scaredy cat than I thought I was. I am not good with scary situations, and just, boy howdy, did those people in costumes scare the crap out of me, and I was like, probably 12 at the time. Yeah, maybe I was 15. I'm gonna be honest, I would have reacted the same way even if I was this age. Oh god, I'm old. I'm so old. Either way, they're a nice little collection. I actually like this. A very, very quality product here. And then we have these over here. I'm kind of sad about these, I'm gonna be honest, because I remember these specifically getting them from, like, how to say, the little toys that you had and whatnot. I remember my friend actually buying me this for my birthday, and the hand with the Pogs, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then we have these little things right here. I don't know how they got chewed up. I imagine my dog got to them and just started eating them. I was like, no, my Pog collection. And like everything else is just kind of like whatever. Gently surprised I have a Mewtwo. I felt like that's something that's just like I would not have had as a kid. But suffice to say, they're a nice little set. I'm definitely not surprised that Pokemon has made Pogs. This is probably the most 90s you could factually get, I'm gonna be honest. And here's my favorite Pokemon. They got it wrong. Those ears aren't supposed to be blue. Good job. This is official, by the way. This is factually official. This was gotten from the toys. See? Nintendo trademark. Pokemon is a trademark of Nintendo. But they got it wrong. Great. And you know, as always, I was a kid back in the 90s. That means that you had to have Power Rangers. Oddly enough, this is my favorite one because it's holographic. It has a little thing on it. I don't know what that's for. I generally could not tell you. God, it looks so bad. Made in Taiwan, and just like, it's not upkeepable at all. Some of these Pogs are just not upkeeped. They're thrown in a box, so that's fair. I'm generally surprised how well these look to begin with. I don't know what these are, but I just decided to like put them in there. I think they are Power Rangers. Are they? No, we are Troopers. They look like Power Rangers, so I'm putting them with Power Rangers. Screw that mess. And then we also have Goldo and White Ranger. I believe, factually, these are put in cereal boxes. No, you got these at McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's does a lot of Pog stuff, I'm gonna be honest. They generally were good. They're pretty good stuff right there. 1994, god dang. I was a little babby at the time. Shoot, I was like maybe 6, 7? Oh, geez Louise. I ate a lot of fast food when I was a kid. I'm sorry to realize this now that, like, oh boy. Yeah, not a good trend for me, but at the very least, got these Pogs. So that's cool. You know? Whatever. Let's move on to the ones that actually have stories to them. Shantui. Ooh. Why do I have 3 Goldos? I hate these. If you were in the 90s, then you saw Sonic the Hedgehog. And if you saw Sonic the Hedgehog, you noticed something. That, hey, why does one have Princess Sally and why does one have this dude with a toad here? And the reason for that is they had 2 different shows and whatnot. And if you can't tell, these are also like not good Pogs at all. They just aren't. This one's off-center. This one is off-center. This one is off-center. None of them are properly centered, I swear. No, this one's centered. That's centered. This is centered. But a lot of them that I have are just not centered, are not proper at all. It's just so funny to me because, like, they just aren't. Also, if you didn't know, this is Knack. He comes from Sonic Triple Trouble, and yes, this was released around the same time, 1995. Pretty much, I don't know why, but Triple Trouble was kind of like known a lot more during the times of Sonic cartoons and whatnot. Not to say that the Sonic games weren't like known, but just like that Knack specifically just was. And I don't know why that's the case, because like he's not part of the main cast. As you can tell, these all look different. They all look incredibly different. And Knuckles was never in any of these, I think. I don't know why he has this kind of promo art. See, this one actually has like promo art, and this one just has like some weird ass shit. Like, was this like the redesign for like this cartoon, the Saturday morning cartoon? And then we also have Princess Sally, for some reason, has two different Pogs. Both not centered right. Just absolutely crazy. Regardless, big fan of Sonic. Super big fan of Sonic. Super big fan of the Pogs. And I was like, I have to get all the Pogs. And I think, are these all the... No, they are not all the Pogs. There's like 16. See, as you can see, there's like numbers on them and whatnot that you could see. And just like... The only way to get these Pogs in particular, the Sonic Pogs, was kind of meticulous and very, very bad. And by very, very bad and kind of meticulous, I absolutely possibly mean you had to get them in cereal boxes. So, I'm going to show you what I did effectively. Like, I like cereal. I do like cereal. This cereal's bad, by the way. Do not get the cereal. Do not get Twinkie cereals. It's just bad. Twink cereal, whew, when that comes out. But suffice to say, I was so obsessed with Pogs at the time that I asked my mom, let's go get cereal so I can get these Pogs. And then she's like, no, I don't want to go right now. And then like every time I'd ask her like go and like do that stuff, she'd get more and more fed up. And basically it got to the point where we go to the grocery store to this little cereal aisle, and like she would like go looking in the boxes to get like the Pog and just like give it to me. And that happened for like, I think 3 of these things right here. I think 3 of them were factually done that way. And just legitimately enough, like we were just down in the cereal box and just the cereal aisle, and she's just like doing this, like getting all that. And she was like telling me to like watch out and everything. I was like, oh my god, what are we doing? Like to me as a kid, that was the equivalent of just like full out like stealing from the register and whatnot. I'm just like, oh my god, you can't do that. You can't do that, Mom. What are you doing? Of course, I kept these Pogs because, frankly, I was lookout and they were my pay. But suffice to say, we had like 3 of the cereal boxes just like legitimately just like this on the thing, and just like it was like all taken out. And it just was so funny to me because it's just like, wow, she legit did that. And I mean, like, when you work in retail, you find out yourself that like, oh hey, like that's not like really a bad thing. That's something that just happens, and it doesn't really matter for them. But like as a kid, I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, we're gonna get caught by the cops or something. It's not the case though, not the case. And then we also have the peak of Pog popularity. Now, why do I say this? Why do I say it's the peak of Pog popularity? That is because this actually factually had the Star Wars Pogs had a contest going on with them. If you collected all of a set, any given set, like a Monopoly set, you would get money from it. I'm not sure if it says it on here. Yeah, see right here. This is defeat the dark side and win. See right here? Collect these. And yeah, you could win up to $1 million. Not sure if that was an actual thing that you could win, but it was a pretty cool little thing. And I was like really determined to like get all of them, which is very weird because like I do not have a lot of Pogs, and I thought I had like way more. I really did. But suffice to say, obviously those contests are rigged and you cannot actually win those. So it's kind of just like a full-on suck for the most part. But this was the peak of Pog popularity. It kind of crashed with the Lucasfilms, I'm going to be honest. If like you're going to be real with me, this is the last like Pog hooray, like out in the spotlight and everything. They're just like, oh, this is too much work to like make these Pogs that like just barely do anything and people are not liking it. And we're just going to like stop effectively. But I am glad that I got Qui-Gon Jinn at least. He is the coolest character out of everybody else in there. And yeah, pretty cool, right? To have this little go back and go like, oh wow, I remember going to Taco Bell and getting these. For sure. And yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it, honestly. With the Pogs that I have here, let's get a big old round of applause for all these like more Poggy Poos. There you go. Look at that. It's nice, right? These are all just like the legitimately like different Pogs, and then I have my generic Pogs that I have. It's whatever, and they have their own little story, which isn't much, but yeah. This is like the majority of my Pog collection. The ones that I actually went to go seek and get. So, aside from that, we also have the Slammers here, which I will demonstrate later. Again, how to do stuff. With a bigger stack, for sure, but yeah, these are all my Slammers. I did not know I had this one. But I'm sure my dad got me this. It's so weird to think that they just like made Slammers out of like everything. This is a terrible Slammer, by the way. This is a great one. Look how this feels so heavy. It's like legitimately it's like made of a metal. This one's like a weaker metal. This one's shit. This one's absolute shit. It has nothing on it. This one does though. This one has something on it. So this is probably the best like one right here, but we'll take that to the test for sure. Cause boop-a-doo, here are my generic Pogs, full of genericness that they are, and they just are generic. What can I say? Absolutely. So let's go ahead and like test these little Slammers right here. So I'm gonna do this. I am not good at Pogs, I think. I'm starting to think that. I'm starting to think that I'm not good at Pogs. Which, like, is good because I never tried to be a Pog person as a kid, so. That one was better. It got 3. Don't know how all those, like, stayed, but, you know, whatever. If you want to see the whole stack right here, it's just kind of, like, a bunch of generic stuff. I'm not sure there's, like, they're all different and whatnot. They might be. I will not deny that. But I actually got the majority of these little Pogs right here. By the way, this is all the same. All these Pogs here when I was sick. And when I say when I was sick, I mean when I actually had my neck muscle pulled in a certain way that made it to where I could not, like, keep my neck straight. And believe it or not, this is around the same time that the Taco Bell commercial had to where people were suffering from side effects of eating a taco and, like, not being able to put their neck back into place. And by the time that I was, like, almost, like healed, like, I was able to move my neck back up, they had another commercial with burrito on it. And just, like, it made me just, like, so, like, oh, they know my life. Something's happened. I'm on the Truman Show. You know? And it's just so funny to me because it's just, like, what are the coincidences? What are the factual odds that would happen at the given point in time? It was very ridiculous. For sure. But suffice to say, these are just like some generic Pogs. They're not really anything to write home about. They're just like made on the cuff, I guess, to like help things and whatnot. Let's see how well this. Yeah, that one worked good. That one's a good work. Like that'll slam down all the little things. So let's go and get this. Another thing that sucks about this is that absolutely I'm trying to like do like 2 different things at once. And for some reason, there's a slight lag in between things. That one worked a lot better than I thought it would. Or I'm just getting better at it. I don't know. But we're just doing this. That's my Pog collection, everybody. That's the whole entire thing. We don't need to really know too much more about this. They're just Pogs. It's just a stupid little game that I keep in this box. I do find it funny that I've had this box for, like, I want to say maybe 12 years. And, yeah. Tony's games. Not my games no more. Punk. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and, yeah, pog you later.